Hey you guys, what's up? It's Nicole here. I know it's been a few weeks since I've been on, but I was looking at this YouTube channel yesterday. She's a Christian woman, waiting on her kingdom spouse. That's a whole nother conversation. Waiting on her kingdom spouse. And, for the years that I was following her, she didn't know who her kingdom spouse was. So I just, her video popped up. Now she knows who her kingdom spouse is. And so now she's like, well, we have to be separated. So they haven't gotten married or nothing like that. Probably not really dating. But now they have to be separated because they started having phone sex. And so now my question is, why are we not normalizing getting married? Like, what is happening to where, and I'm looking at her comments, okay? I'm looking at the comments of this lady, and it's so many women talking about, I know who my kingdom spouse is, and we had to be separated too. So now I'm just looking like, and I know I'm scratching my head because, like, when it comes to this situation, I know what it's like to be tricked because I just came out of a situation where I'm, like, convinced this is my kingdom spouse. And I know that there was just, like, the past, 3.5 years where it was nothing but kingdom spouse videos. I mean, YouTube full of kingdom spouse videos. And, if you're a Christian woman, those videos have basically slowed down because a lot of women have been getting tricked thinking that's your kingdom spouse, and it was not. Now that I've been baptized, I know, like, for sure that's how the enemy gets me. He gets me he used to, he still did, but I was uneducated, okay? And then when I became a Christian, I learned, okay, this is what he does. He keep giving me these false dreams, and I keep thinking it meant something. Or later on down the line when I got baptized, I'm thinking, okay, well, this is the Lord. And he telling me, both times I was getting tricked and didn't know. But I had to sit back on my life and realize every time I got out of a situation, and I was never at the situation long, I have a dream about a man. And then I'm thinking it means something. Then once I got out of that situation, I had another dream. I'm thinking is something, and it was nothing. So first of all, I feel like, ladies, y'all need to sit back and really talk to the Lord and figure, is this really your kingdom spouse? Because a lot of y'all probably are in fake situations that was sent by the devil, and y'all really out here fighting for these men. Y'all out here praying for these men. I know what it's like. I can tell you firsthand how many prayers I sent to the Lord, how many prayers I prayed for my kingdom spouse. I cannot begin to tell you the things that I've done. So, why is it that y'all are thinking this is y'all kingdom spouse and y'all are not married? This whole yo-yo, this whole back and forth, we talking here and we can't talk again, and this back and forth. I'm like, ladies, like, seriously, really sit and think about, is this really coming from the Lord? Because it don't sound like it. My other thing is, if you know for sure that this is your husband, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything is good. You know he good. Why are we not normalizing getting married? The Bible says that if you cannot control yourself, I'm sorry, I'm making stuff up. It's better to marry than to burn with passion. It's better to marry than to burn with passion. And so for like the past couple of years, if that's in the Bible, why are we not normalizing getting married if we're at that point and we can't take it anymore? Like, Why are we not normalizing getting married? And like I said, I'm looking at the comments of these women, and they're like, yeah, I fell into sin. I fell into sin. I mean, all these women just falling into sin, and you thinking about hell, you thinking about being thrown into hell because of the things you did. You constantly falling into sin. Why are we not normalizing getting married? Like, this is a serious question. And I heard one lady years ago talk about it, and she said, that's not, she didn't necessarily say it wasn't of God, but she was like making it seem like that's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. Like, you need to just keep waiting on God. The Bible clearly says it's better to marry than to burn with passion. And so that individual have to make the decision, I can't wait anymore. It's better for me to get married. I would rather just marry and deal with what's to come than to burn in hell. Like, that individual, I don't understand, why are we making people feel bad because they have to make that decision? Like, because you can't go to hell for them. First of all, we can't go to hell for nobody. You have to do what you have to do. You have to save your soul. You got to get your ticket to heaven. So if you are talking to a gentleman and it's been some years, like, why are we not normalizing getting married, especially Christian women? Why are we not normalizing this? Why no one really talks about this? When all these women constantly falling into sin, the phone sex, and I mean, why? Like, I don't. And so that's what brings me back to my point. Like, are y'all really with y'all kingdom spouses? Because I'm telling y'all, if some of y'all been talking to your men, your boyfriends, your kingdom spouses for like 2 to 3 years, it probably is not your kingdom spouse. Because I got caught up. And anytime you get caught up, guarantee y'all had all these kingdom spouse videos popping up in your feed. I mean, they were just coming. Guaranteed. And some of y'all are just still in it. And y'all going back and forth. You like a yo-yo. Just like a yo-yo. You're just going back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. Don't know. You can't go. You can't go forward. You can't go backwards. You like a yo-yo. That's the enemy. That is the enemy. That is not your kingdom spouse. And I know exactly how you feel. I know exactly how you feel. And I'm so glad that I got out of that situation. When I tell you, it's like, it felt like 20 pounds was lifted up off of me when I let that situation go. Did it hurt? It hurt in another way. It hurt in another way because I was in this situation with my prayers and with my hope and talking to the Lord about this man and praying for this man. I mean, until you do something, that's a different kind of hurt. That's a different kind of hurt. And I had to let it go. And I don't regret it. Is it still like kind of hard and I can't believe it? And yes, but I'm so glad I let it go. It's just so much pressure was up out for me. So guarantee, like how y'all are sounding and how some of these relationships are sounding, it's like that is not your kingdom spouse. But if you are in a situation and you know that's your kingdom spouse, again, why are y'all not married? Like, why are y'all not married? You know, like, you keep falling into sin. How long have you been talking to this man? Like, it's some questions that need to be asked here because I'm just looking at all these women just suffer like I did. And, I mean, I just had to say something because save yourselves. Save yourselves. Seriously, save yourselves. But anyways, that's all I got to say about this situation. I just, this is just a topic that a lot of people do not talk about. All these people constantly falling into sin. And I know y'all are not meaning to, but man, like, get married already or just don't talk to nobody. Like, all this talking to men for 3 and 4 and 5 years, and this your kingdom spouse, and y'all still not married? Like, come on. Something ain't right. I mean, I've never heard of this. I've never heard of this. I don't know, like, what we're doing, but we getting tricked out here. And I hate to just scroll. I'm scrolling. And I'm just reading how so many women are just, I fell into sin, and me and my kingdom spouse had to be separated. Babe, that ain't the Lord. That is the enemy. I'm just scrolling. Like, it's just so many women. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. So seriously, it bothered me to see. But anyways, this is the end of the video, you guys. I just hope we just make better decisions. Let's include me. I'm saying we. Like, we got to make better decisions. And man, because Jesus is going to be coming back. Like, the word is getting worse. The world is getting worse. Like, we can't keep falling into sin like that. Either get married or leave it alone. Like, because we don't have time for that. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for chilling with Nicole.